Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, as you would have seen from the title, we'll be talking about certain sensitive topics. Okay, so as soon as we're looking at financial matters, personality traits, behaviors, mentalities, we start to get a bit sensitive. But I believe the topics that we'll discuss in this video is a necessity, and it's a necessity for myself to provide my guidance and advice based on my knowledge and experiences. I genuinely want to help you in this video. I'm not looking to sell you any course, and I don't want you to give me a single penny. I don't need a single penny, alhamdulillah. And even if 2, 3, 4 people benefit from this video in terms of saving themselves from certain calamities, then this video is a success for me. So nas'alullah al-qubula wal-ikhlas. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept and grant us sincerity. Honestly speaking, I'm just being very open and honest here. It doesn't really, I'm taking my time out from my busy schedule, alhamdulillah, to shoot this video, and I genuinely want to help. Okay, I'm not here to that's my intention. Okay, anyways, now you may be thinking, why should you listen to me? So I'll say a little bit about myself very briefly, but before we go on to that, let me tell you what we'll be discussing in this video. So number one, we'll be discussing these course creators, these financial gurus, these people that will teach you how to make £20,000 a month as if it's nothing. Okay, so we'll be talking about these course creators primarily, these individuals that sell high-ticket courses, and what you need to be careful in terms of these type of people. Number two, we'll be talking about these investment funds or opportunities, these too good to be true opportunities that literally, like every few months you're hearing about a new case. I actually messaged a friend a few months ago. There was that case that came about, Muslim, I can't remember the name, a few months ago, and I messaged a friend of mine in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So I'm currently in Medina, and I just messaged him because we talk about financial matters. He's got a background in finance. I have a strong background in finance as well, alhamdulillah. And I messaged him. I said, "Did you hear about the latest Muslim scam?" And he literally replied with, "Which one?" And it's like, it's become so bad that there's just so many scams out there, and these people are still getting away with it. But what all that means is that too many Muslims are still falling for it, and that's another reason for this video, because it shouldn't be the case. I think the financial literacy of the Muslim community is very low. There's that, and there's the greed aspect as well, but we'll discuss in more detail. So in terms of myself, very briefly, I've been living in Saudi Arabia, in al-Madani for the last 4 years now, and I'm a student at the Faculty of Quran at the Islamic University in Medina, alhamdulillah. So that's one thing. And then the other aspect of my life is in my 20s, late teens, early 20s, throughout my 20s, I was in heavy debt throughout. Okay, if we're talking numbers, we're talking close to £100,000. Now I'm just being very open here because I think it just makes sense to be open. There's no point beating around the bush here. And the reasons for that was, bad habits, faulty investments, trying to, make money quick and that kind of thing. And that's what I'm saying. I talk from experience. But then, alhamdulillah, at the age of 28, I set up my first business, a specialist tax advisory firm. and alhamdulillah that's thriving now. And I've set up a second business as well last year in 2024. So we're shooting this in Feb 2025. And these are traditional businesses. You know, we sell a service, we deal with clients, and you know so we offer a service, we bring on the clients, so we have the whole advertising, marketing, sales, the whole process, and then we perform the delivery of the service. And you know, a traditional business, traditional service business. And that's the difference when it comes to these online type of business and these courses. I'm not going to talk much about this whole Amazon FBA, Shopify and those kind of things. It's more just, you know, the whole environment, the whole online scene when it comes to courses. So that's a little bit about me, and alhamdulillah, both businesses are doing really well, and you know, we'll see what the future holds for us as well. So so I do have in terms of qualifications, ACCA, so that's the Chartered Accountancy qualification, Chartered Tax Advisor, so Chartered Institute of Taxation, and just my clients, high net worth, ultra high net worth individuals, business owners, property landlords, you know, the wealthy individuals of my clients are not, you know, I would say most of my clients are non-Muslim, okay, but I do have many Muslim clients as well. So we're dealing with, you know, high net worth individuals, and that's why, you know, I have the financial experience, you know, looking at accounts, the tax matters, business advisory, that kind of thing. It's because my day-to-day allows me to excel in that matter. So that's why hopefully you'll stick around and listen to me. I think this is a good time to pray in, but don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. If you do feel like running as far as possible from now, after hearing my background, then try to visit my other videos where we have some Quranic recitations and maybe some beneficial lessons as well. In terms of the courses now, you know, in a nutshell, let's try to keep everything swift and smooth. In a nutshell, I would safely say that so basically what's happening is there's always been this thing, you know, just generally in the world, where people are selling these too good to be true courses. So they'll promise you a dream, they're selling you a dream, okay, they're playing on your emotions and selling you a dream. Effectively, they're selling you their course, and usually it's priced at 997.97. They learn all these stupid techniques from others, where say, you know, if you have the 7 at the end, then there's this to the mind. And don't get me wrong, like, I've learned about sales techniques as well, but it just gets a bit cringe after a while. So these individuals, it's a thing around the world. But what's happened is it's coming to the Muslim communities now as well, and that's why I need to put this video out there, whereby, you know, 9 out of 10 of these courses or individuals are absolutely rubbish, okay? And it's very easy for someone like me, it's very easy to pick these people out because of my financial background, my financial literacy, but also common sense. And this is the thing where I find sometimes people are lacking. Like, what these people do is they perform or they undertake excellent advertising and marketing. So, you know, that's where they make the effort, okay, to sell you this dream, to play on your emotions. That's what these guys are doing. They're playing on your emotions. But a quick look into these people's backgrounds, this is the point. Like, if you're going to part with 2k, 5k, 10k, whatever it is, you're paying these course creators this type of money, surely you need to do a bit of a background check in them, right? Yes, they'll have all these case studies as well. Case studies can be made up. I can make case studies up all day long if I wanted to. Actually, just to be very honest, when I was in employment, before I started my business at 28, I had a side hustle. I started out with a side hustle, which was tutoring accountancy and tax students. And on the website that I used to get a lot of students from, that website, you could literally put in your own reviews, as in, like, you can literally make you can make an email address, and I'm just going to be open with you. 2 or 3 reviews were me. Honestly speaking, just being very open. And this is the thing, like, these kind of things are fake. So you need to look into the individual. And 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, you'll find that these individuals haven't achieved much themselves in life. Okay, they haven't achieved much themselves in life. That's me being very clear. And the only way they're making money, or they're about to make money, is by taking your money, by selling you a dream, playing on your emotions and selling you a course. So that's the only success they've had. And you know, I feel sorry for the people that part with their hard-earned cash, you know, grafting. Even if it's 2k, even if the course is 2k, that's like a month's salary, right, for a lot of people. So keep in mind the first thing, which is that look into the person. If they haven't achieved much themselves, then run as far away as possible and warn others as well. So this is a thing that is worldwide, okay? But as I say, it's coming to the Muslim communities, Muslim societies. And these people haven't achieved much themselves, and very easy to tell, okay? Just to be very straight up with you, alhamdulillah, you know, I'm doing really well in my businesses. I don't have time to start teaching you how to make money doing the same thing as I do. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's very straightforward. If I'm making money, then you'd carry on making money. And if anything, you'd keep it quiet, right? So that's what I'm trying to say, where you have to look into the background of these individuals. So you'll quickly find, and it's not hard to notice, but these people wouldn't have achieved much themselves in life. They're selling you a dream, they're playing on your emotions and selling you their course. One example comes to mind, that woman, for example. Now, the only videos I've ever seen of him before recently, is him begging for money. So, you know, making videos and asking people to provide donations, okay? You know, it's not for me to comment on his Islamic da'wah activities, Allah accept from all of us, but I'm here talking about the financial aspects. So naturally it surprises me when you see videos 2-3 years later, and the same individual that was begging people for money is now trying to tell you that he's making hundreds of thousands or millions, and he wants to teach you as well, okay? He wants to teach you as well. Now, again, I'm not here to, you know, talk about specific individuals, but it's just something that's very strange. And usually I'm very right when it comes to these kind of circumstances. You just need to be careful. That's what I'm trying to say. You just need to be careful. When I say look into the background of these individuals, you just need to be careful. These same individuals, every 6 months, they'll be going in a different direction. They'll be selling you something new. Literally. 3 months, they're talking about this thing. 1 year, they'll talk about this. Then they'll be doing this. Then they'll be doing that. They're just taking you on a ride. Okay? And I genuinely want to help. I don't want anybody to lose out on the hard-earned cash. Even if you're parting with 2k, for example, that's like a monthly salary for most people in the UK. So be very careful. The other point, the very important point to make here, is that nothing worth having in life comes easy. So again, these people, when they're selling you this course, they're promising you 10k, 20k a month, whatever it may be. But number one, whatever comes easy goes easy. And number two is, nobody ever talks about enjoying the process. Like, who said making 10k a month is going to bring you happiness and contentment? Yes, it'll solve some of your financial issues, but this is the thing. This whole course industry is just about taking your money. It's not about your well-being, your wellness, you know, happiness, contentment, enjoying the process, enjoying the journey, because you'll get to 10k and you'll still be the same. You'll want more and more. So you need to learn to enjoy the journey. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Whatever comes easy also goes easy. Whatever having in life, or whatever worth having in life, doesn't come easy. It requires hard work and effort and consistency. I'm sorry to break it to you. As I say, I've learned from my experiences in the past, trying to get rich quick. Nothing worth having in life comes easy. The equation is very, very simple. What you reap is what you sow. So whatever effort you put in, financial success only comes with hard work. I'm sorry, really sorry to break it to you. Lil asaf, with apologies. Lil asaf, as they say in Arabic. Hard work, consistency, turning up every single day, doing the boring things even if you don't want to sometimes, sacrifice, motivating yourself, believing in yourself, all these kind of things. Nobody talks about that. They're just flashing big numbers in your face and, psychologically playing with you. So this is a reminder, my brothers and sisters, don't fall for this absolute rubbish and nonsense. It's not easy to make money. You have to put in the effort. You have to take years. Sometimes it takes years. Patience is another big one. It takes years and years to build a proper business. So when I started out my business at 28, the first 2 years were absolutely quiet. Okay, I used to go for months without any work. And now, alhamdulillah, things have just picked up and things are thriving. That's the other thing, side point. But a lot of people, they start something, they'll try it for 3-4 months, and then they just don't have the patience, so they jump on to the next thing. So just keep these items in mind, or these matters that I've mentioned in mind. Genuinely just here to help. Two main takeaways from these course creators. Number one is look into the background of these individuals, see what they've actually achieved apart from taking your money. And number two is financial success only comes with hard work. Very, very not sorry to break it to you. The second point that I want to talk about is these investment opportunities that every 2-3 months they're going around, and it's just shocking me because people are parting with like 10k, 20k, 100k, 200k with absolute idiots. Again, no background, no achievement background. Obviously there's a Ponzi scheme which we'll come to very shortly, which portrays the image of success, of things are going well, the investment or bringing in solid returns. But just remember one thing when it comes to these investment opportunities is if it's too good to be true, then it is. Not it probably is, then it is. And I've made another video on my YouTube channel talking about this, and I'll talk about it again here, whereby if it's too good to be true, then it is. I feel like the Muslim communities have poor financial literacy. And this is like the sort of wake-up call. If you're one of those individuals, why don't you go out there and start learning? Go online, learn about accounts, learn about numbers, learn about finance. Even if it's a little bit here and there, it's good for yourself, and then it's good for your progeny as well, for the future generations. This is an issue, the financial literacy, whereby most of these returns that are promised, it's just known. All of us in the finance world will just know that this is not possible. Okay, it's too good to be true. It's not possible. Like, we know the markets, stock market, how companies run, how businesses operate. It's not possible to make those returns. And the other point is, and this is the point that I see a lot of people missing out, because even these religious type of people, they'll come and start selling you these investment opportunities as well. But the ruling in Islam when it comes to financial transactions is that you cannot have a fixed return. Promising a fixed return is haram in and of itself. So telling someone, I'm going to give you 5% every single month, that's haram. Okay, there has to be some risk with the investment. This is basic. There has to be risk with the investment. Someone comes to you and says, I promise you 10% every single month. Haram. Even that 10% every single month is impossible. Okay? Maybe you might have 2-3 good months. Max. Okay? If that. When you look at these massive hedge funds, these massive hedge funds and the stock market and the rest of it, 1 to 2%, 3%, 6%, 7%, that kind of range per annum, not per month, per annum. As I say, you might have the good month here and there, but consistently, no chance. It's impossible. Forget about it. And these people, they're promising you, again, they're playing with your emotions and they're promising you massive returns. Now, naturally, some people are enticed to these kind of things. Why? Because they're struggling financially. So it's human nature. And that's why these people are the scum of the earth. Why? Because they're using your vulnerable position to take your money, to steal money from you. This is why this video had to be made. I keep hearing stories. Every few months I'm hearing another story. And, you know, there's a bit of an issue. The other problem, to be fair as well now, a bit of pushback, is some people are just greedy. Now, if you're going to be greedy, then these kind of things are going to happen to you. Okay, you're looking for your 10% return, 20% return, you're being greedy. Okay, now you know, if you try to go for that, you're being greedy, because that's not sustainable, it's not going to be maintained, and most likely it's a Ponzi scheme. What is a Ponzi scheme? You can go on the internet, look into what a Ponzi scheme is, but let me just give you a quick example. So let's say I come and I make a nice fancy website. These scammers, listen to this, these scammers, these course creators, these people are selling these investments, these crypto donnies, whatever you want to call them, they do spend time in marketing. Okay, so they will make you a fancy website, they will have a good social media page, they will have good videos. They have to do that because that's basically their work, because they're selling you a dream, right? They're playing on your emotions. They have to do a bit of work. So Ponzi scheme, I create a website, I create a social media page, I start flashing fancy cars and a bit of cash and, you know, showing a certain lifestyle. And then what happens is I go to two individuals. Let's start with two. I go to two individuals. I tell them, give me £10,000 each, 10k each, and in a year, I'll double your money. Okay, I promise. I'm promising them that I'll double their money. That's haram in and of itself, because where's the risk? There has to be a risk. There has to be a financial risk. The investor, and obviously there's different Islamic finance concepts. So mudaraba, musharaka, all these different concepts, so we don't want to go into that, but inshallah in the future I will make a video explaining these concepts. But broadly speaking, there has to be financial risk. Anyways, I go to these two individuals. These two are getting excited. Their greed kicks in. The natural human instinct of greed kicks in. The financial literacy is all over the place. So they say, fine, they give me £10,000 each. Let's say I promise them 10,000, I'll double their money in 6 months, okay? Now, in those 6 months, what I do, I don't make any investments. There's nothing. It's all fake. It's all fugazi, right? In those 6 months, I have to find, because 10,000 each, I'm going to double their money, so that's 20,000 each, so £40,000. In those 6 months, I find investors willing to give me £40,000. So maybe it's 4 individuals giving me 10,000 and I'm promising them the same thing. Okay? Or it's 2 individuals giving me 20,000 each, or 1 individual giving me £40,000 and I promise he or she double. So what happens is after the 6 months, and that's why Ponzi schemes, they start very slow at the beginning. Okay? What's the name? Bernie Madoff. Bernie Madoff in America, the largest Ponzi scheme ever to be run. So as I say, these things are all normal in the wider world, but it's all coming into the Muslim communities. So £40,000. So after 6 months, I give these two first individuals, the 10,000 each individuals, I give them their return. Now what happens? Word of mouth. And this is where the big problem is, because literally you'll have religious people, for example, someone that's looked up to as some sort of religious figure, or just someone that you respect, your father, your uncle, whoever it may be, someone that you think is on point, I don't know why you think that. It's just like, people talk to me about these kind of things, and that's why I can relate. People have come to me before, they're saying that, what do you think of this? And this is the greed aspect again, though. When you tell people that this is, BS, there's something wrong with this, and you even bring a bit of evidence. Obviously at the time you can't really prove anything. It's very difficult to prove at the time, but you have, I can read accounts all day long, you can read certain things, but at the time it's hard to prove for 100% certainty, right? And that's why these people, because the greed kicks in, they don't want to believe you. They want that money, so they'll still go ahead. And this has happened many times as well. It's happened with friends of mine as well, where I've mentioned to them that this is dodgy, there's something wrong with this, but because the money is too good, it's coming in every month, and so many people are doing it, so many people around them are doing it, they'll fall for this trap. So if it's too good to be true, then it is. Nothing worth having in life comes easy. The quicker it comes, the quicker it goes. And hard work and consistency, unfortunately, lil asaf, is a necessity. We move on to the just have a watch of my other video, because I talk for about 20 minutes in that video. But I want to finish off with another topic, which is crypto. Now, seeing as we've been very open, I'm not a crypto person. I did go into crypto back in 2020, 2021. I do deal with the stock market, very well versed, more than 10 years experience, alhamdulillah. And a lot of those experiences have come from making massive losses, to be honest. So you learn from your losses, that's fine, and life goes on. So this video is not to just make you feel bad about yourself if you've made a loss. It's about learning from your mistakes, but really it's a deterrent for those that are presented with such courses or such marketing and such investment opportunities. So I don't deal with crypto. The main reason being is because I find it too volatile. Although there's volatile means it's easy to lose, but then it's easy to make gains as well quickly. But the fact that it's on 24/7, it plays with my head. I just the stock market is 8 till 4, khalas, 8 till 4:30, khalas, that's it, Monday to Friday. So crypto is, so I'm just being honest. I just end up being honest with myself, which is that I keep having this urge to look at the price and the performance, and doing that 24/7, 7 days a week. I tried it out. It became too much for me, and I thought, what, let me leave this. My mental health, my peace, my contentment, my relaxation is way more important. But last month I did have a little dabble. I lost £9,000. Again, faulty investment. I sort of put the money in. I said, whatever happens, happens. And I was fully aware of the risks. And, it's just one of them spur of the moment. I said, let me do this. But the point here about crypto is the fact that some people do make very quick returns. But this is the thing. What comes easy goes easy as well. And you don't want to be the person that, for example, like these people, they invest £10,000, they make $500,000. Okay, this is possible in crypto because of these meme coins or whatever, and whether that's halal or not is a different story. But let's just say, let's say you make, you put in 20,000, you make 200,000. Okay, now you've made money quickly, but the thing is, you haven't developed yourself as an individual, and this is the big issue, because you've made money quickly, but then it's so easy to lose that money very quickly as well now, because again, greed, natural human instinct. The fact that you haven't developed as an individual, you haven't enjoyed any process, you haven't learned any new skill, you've literally made money overnight. So you need to be careful with that as well. Don't think that making that quick buck is a good thing for you in terms of your projection or trajectory in life. So it's a bit of a side point. Obviously you have to be careful with scammers there as well. That's not a big issue right now in the Muslim community, but it's a wider issue, which is, you have these coins that come out and, it's absolute rubbish, there's nothing behind it, there's no substance, and they'll just pull the rug and steal your money. So again, be very careful, and just know that there's beauty in hard work, there's beauty in sacrifice, there's beauty in consistency, there's beauty in learning and developing yourself. The greatest investment is learning and investing in yourself, in your mindset, in your mentality, in your knowledge. That's the greatest investment. That's an unlimited return on investment. And going through that journey and then becoming financially successful and stable, or financially stable and then successful, there's a beauty to it. So don't go for these, these 10K a month courses, investment opportunities too good to be true, crypto. My general advice to you is look after your hard-earned money. Don't waste your money, number one. Look after your hard-earned money and work hard as you can. Work as hard as you can. If you're not willing to do that, then forget about it. Okay, you'll constantly be coming into problems. The equation is very simple. What you put in is what you put out. This is all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This life is very fair. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most just. Whatever effort you put in, you get out. It's so straightforward, honestly. I was that type of person. And that's why I mentioned at the start, I was the one that was trying to get rich quick. Bad habits, faulty investments. And then I had to learn the hard way that life doesn't work like that. You have to go through struggles, you have to go through losses. And it's all, there's a beauty in all of that. So, Nas'alullah al-Qabula wal-Ikhlas. I pray that this video benefits even 2 or 3 people, even if it's one person. I think it'll benefit a lot more, inshallah. But I hope you find it beneficial. I hope you found it useful. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Nas'alullah al-Qabula wal-Ikhlas. I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.